Okay, you're retired and you're struggling financially already. You may have been retired a few years or just a year, 6 months, but life changes have thrown you for a loop. And now you're struggling financially, dipping into your savings, trying to make ends meet, and you're worried about being a burden on your kids or your grandkids. You don't want them to have to bail you out. So you're out there online right now and you're searching for a better way to make some extra money before you have to burden them, before you have to ask. You don't want it to get to that point. So you're online right now and hopefully you're finding my video. If you're coming on, I'm going live right now on YouTube. If you find this video, please come in the chat. Tell me where you're coming from and if you got any questions or anything. I've been in the situation you've been in and I'm struggling too. But I got out there on the internet. I didn't just search and I found a way. I did come across a video with a lady that was similar to my age. She was in her mid 50s and she wasn't set up for retirement. She was doing a 9-to-5 job, but she knew she needed more because she wasn't set up for retirement. And when I came across her video and she said that she was working on making a second income so she could leave the 9-to-5 job she was doing and set herself up, and she only had to put in as little as 2 hours a day. And I thought, okay, well, I'm retired. I still want to feel retired. I can do 2 hours a day. I can put in a little bit more to learn because I'm new at how the internet world works and how they're making the money. So I got out there and I found out that they're making money through digital marketing. And I thought, okay, well, if that's what they're doing, I need to learn digital marketing. And that's when I started, marketing. They're doing digital marketing. So that's when I decided I needed to learn digital marketing. And then I started searching for trainings because at my age, I'm 58. I'm fixing to be 59 this Friday. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to be 59. And I knew I had to do something now because I was dipping into and I am dipping into my savings every month. So I said, I've got to do something. I can't get to my Social Security I don't want to take it until I'm 67. So I'm 59. I got a ways to go. And I'm already dipping into my savings, and I had to use half of it when my parents passed away and I inherited my family home. Well, half of my savings had to go finish the financial situation to inherit my family home. And that was one of the big life challenges that was thrown my way after I retired, or I probably wouldn't have retired at the time. But I was eligible after 24 years in the public education in the HR department that I could retire. And so I took it knowing that I just needed a little bit to supplement. Well, lo and behold, I'll need more than that now because half of my savings is gone. So if you decided to retire, thought you had it all figured out, and now you're in this situation and you're worried and you're scared and you're having anxiety about your money, and you don't want to burden your kids. You don't want to burden your grandkids in the future. You want to set yourself up because you're a strong, independent woman and you can do it. So that's why you're out there searching right now. And you're trying to find that better way. And you see people on the internet, they're making good money out here on the internet. And that's why I wanted to get out here. I said, well, I want a part of that. And if the woman I found can do it, and she was in her mid 50s, and now she got to quit that 9-to-5 job, and all she's doing is putting content out on YouTube and everything and making extra money. And I thought, well, golly, if she can do it, I can do it too. And so can you. You can do it. We are not too old. We're not too late. It's too late when you're starting to have to ask your kids or your grandkids. That's when it's too late. And you're having to embarrass yourself in front of your family saying, I can't make it on my own. And you're thinking the only way to make it is having to find a husband to supplement your income. Well, that's not a way to make a second income either. We can do it on our own. All we have to do is believe, find the way, find the training, get educated, and implement that education just like going to college. and implementing what we get our degree in to make, make our careers. So it's never too late until you've asked, of course. I mean, and I don't think it's too late when you're asking them, because they're going to go, well, can't you do something, Mom, to help yourself? So it's not ever too late to start, but you feel like it's too late when you're asking your kid, hey, can you spot me $500 this month because I can't make my mortgage payment? But it's not too late. You can still the next month start learning and earning, okay? So you've got to get out there, not just look and see, but do. And that's what I did, okay? I found a training to learn digital marketing. And the training that I found was beginner friendly. It was beginner friendly, and I said, well, that's perfect because I don't know about the internet and how to make money. So it was beginner friendly. I could put in 2 hours a day to get to start learning it. 2 hours a day, so I could still feel retired. But if I could do it at my own pace, and that's another beauty. It's at your own pace. So if you want to put in more time when you get started, you can do that. So I put in more time because I had more time. And I wanted to really delve into it and learn step by step what to do. So it's at your own pace. You're working from home. And that was another thing that I liked about it, that I could work from home. Because I was retired and it was flexible. The hours were flexible. It didn't matter. The internet is 24/7. Okay? The internet's 24/7. So I could work anytime. If I'm a night owl, I can work at night. I can work, in the morning, midday. It doesn't matter. Anytime. In that 2 hours, you can put in, it doesn't have to be all in one lump. We can put 10 here, 20 there, an hour here. It's however we need to learn it, whatever it takes to fit our lifestyle, our retired lifestyle. So that was like, okay, well, great. That's going to be perfect. So that's why I invested in this training. Yes, you have to invest in the training. Nothing out there that is legitimate and that works and that is proven is going to be free. And this is a proven method. Digital marketing is a proven method that people are using to make extra money online. Okay, digital marketing. But you've got to learn what to do and to make content, like I'm making content right now by being live out there. And then, if you're not willing to get out on the internet and make content and put it out there on social media platforms, then this isn't for you. But if you're willing to do what it takes and learn new skills, so first you want to be coachable, because the experts have got to train us on what to do. You've got to be willing to learn new skills, okay? You have to be willing to make content, which is making videos, but you don't have to use your face. There's faceless content also that you're going to learn through the training. So you can go faceless, or you can put your face out there like me. The more you're willing to put your face out there, the more people are going to trust you because you're real. You're a human. You're not a robot or a bot, or, you're not an inanimate object. You're a real human. And that's what people are relating to more than all of these other genres are, but AI is helpful in the data research. So you're going to learn how to use AI, but AI is not all artificial, in cartoons and things like that. We learn how to use information through artificial intelligence, AI, the information, because it's like a big encyclopedia of information. And that's the beauty of it. So it can save you time in making content, because you're not, you can type in like what kind of information are you looking for, just like I said, like an encyclopedia or dictionary or something like that, a thesaurus and all that. You can type in information and it can give you information quicker. So that's how you can use AI but still be a human, and you learn all of this through the training. And things out there that are digital are things that aren't tangible to touch, but you're getting educated through people, through the internet. Just like watching YouTube videos, you can get out there and you're going to learn how to put content out there to help get people educated. So you've got to be coachable. You got to learn new skills. You got to put content out there, but it can be faceless. And if if you're not confident enough yet, but once you get confident, then you can go and put your face out there. Then you have to be consistent. So you've got to do it every day during the week. And then you have to implement by you actually putting it out there. So these are the criteria that you have to do to make sure that you are successful out there doing digital marketing. Okay. But you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I knew nothing about social media platforms because I never got into Facebook or YouTube or anything like that while I was working and all. I didn't have a need to socialize through that. But if you are and you've got a social media platform like Facebook and you're socialized with people out there and you've got a good following and good group of people out there, then why wouldn't you want to use that to make money instead of just socializing? And you can learn that through this training process. It's step by step, and you're going to get live training. You're going to get modules so you can replay them over and over until you understand that part of it. But you're always going to be putting content out there and learning what people respond to. Okay. And there's so many different income streams out there. They're called income streams. So different ways of doing digital marketing that can make you money. You just have to get educated on what those are and how to do it. But you're willing to do that because you understand that you have to be educated, that you just can't go out there and flop around on the internet and just search all the time and not do anything and make money. You've got to do something. But you can use your passions and put them out there and make money. Like when you're out there searching and you come across, and maybe your Instagram or your Facebook or your whatever platform you're on, Pinterest. Well, when people are posting content out there and they're saying, hey, I tried this product and everything, and man, it's great. I mean, I'm having more energy, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's affiliate marketing. So they're making money through you purchasing. You see that and you go, oh man, I need to try that. They give you a link. You go out there, you purchase that product. Well, they get a commission off of it. Okay. Say that you come across, a recipe. Someone says, oh, I've got the best recipe for, making biscuits. And they show you how to make the biscuits and everything. They say, well, follow me if you want the recipe. Well, when you do, they're making money through that content. Okay. So people putting things out there and using their passion to make money on the internet. You just have to learn what kind of content you can make or how-to videos you can make and where to place them out there on the internet to generate your income. And there's all kinds of ways out there. I was just, interested in, learning all of them. And that's the great beauty of it. So you can learn and earn at the same time. While you're going through the step-by-step training process, you can also be selling the training. And that's another way you can start making money right away, is that you're putting your face out there and you're saying, hey, I'm getting educated on digital marketing. If you want to know more, then say yes in the comments. And that's what I'm going to tell y'all in a minute. If you want to know more about the training I'm using, say yes in the comments, and I'm going to get you free information. And then if you purchase this training through my video, then I'm going to get paid. Okay. And maybe you've been out there and you've done multi-level marketing, or you've done network marketing, and you're like, man, I don't want to go do that again. Well, you don't have to direct message people. You're not having to call people and hound them. All I got to do is get out there, put content out there, put other content out there, get monetized on YouTube. I can make money. And then people are going to start asking me, how did I learn this? And when I say, well, I learned it through a training, and the founder of the training allows me to sell the training for 100% profit. And you're going to go, what? And yes, you can sell the training and make 100% profit, not 10% or 5%. You're going to make 100%. And there's different levels of the training. So each level, you learn more and more at every level that you step. So the training can cost as low as $100, and it goes up to $1,400 for the max. So there's a $300, a $600, a $900, and a $1,400. Okay. Well, I don't want to waste time and money, so I went for the $1,400 because I want to learn all different ways out there to make money through digital marketing. I wanted to learn them all. I didn't want to learn a portion. So I invested in the $1,400 training. Once you invest in it, you're done. You've invested in it, and you've got free access to live trainings twice a week. You've got free access to modules anytime, 24/7. Then you have access to a community of people that are doing it and are successful. And these people out there that are already doing it and are successful, they're helping us learn also. Okay. So they're also helping us. You're never alone in the process. It's 24/7, 7 days a week. You have access to it. You don't have to pay a subscription fee after you invest whatever amount you want to invest in. Okay. So just say that you're out there and you make content, and someone hits you up and says, hey, I want to learn that training, and they go purchase the $1,400 level. Well, that $1,400 that they use goes directly to your bank account. Yes, it's set up for you through the training process. At the very beginning, you're going to get access to how to set everything up. And it's step-by-step instructions on how to set everything up. So when someone purchases the training from you, and if they purchase the $1,400 level, it's going to go straight to your bank account. Well, don't you think $1,400 is going to help you get out of your financial struggles? Yes, it helps. It will help. And say that you sell four customers, one a week. Then that's $5,600 in 1 month. 1 month, you can make $5,600. Or if you sell 4 in a day, you can make $5,600 in a day. Wouldn't that help you get out of your financial struggles? Yes, it will. And you're probably thinking, well, Jenifer, if there's a bunch of people out there in that community, then, there's too many people. And I'm like, no, there's not too many people. That's saying that the universities, all these universities that are out there, need to shut down because there's too many people that are already got a degree. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. So there's not too many people out there doing digital marketing. But I can say this, and I've learned this through the training as well, there's 5+ billion people getting on the internet every day. There's 5+ billion people getting out there on the internet every day. So there's plenty of room for all of us, and not everybody's doing digital marketing. Not everybody's doing it. But there's people out there, and I want to do it, and I am doing it, and I'm going to be successful out there. And don't you want to get started and be successful too? Or are you just going to keep waiting until you have to ask your kids for money? When you come across answers and proven ways to make that additional money, and you know you've got to get educated, then you've got to get started. The longer you wait and you procrastinate and everything, the further in debt you're getting. You know, and you don't want that. That's why you're looking for a way out. You don't want to be a burden to your family. And so you've got to start making a second income, because you know the income that's coming in right now through your retirement is not cutting it. And you've cut back. You've cut back, and now, you know, you're looking and searching for another way, and you see everybody out there and they're saying they're making 1,000 here, 100,000 this month or whatever. And you're like, golly, I want to be there too. Well, I did too. So that's why I'm out here doing this. And you can do it too. But you've got to be willing to take the steps. And you've got to be willing to learn and get educated. And that's what we're out there doing. We're educating people to learn digital marketing. And then once you start learning it and learning the different income streams, then you're out there putting, you know, making how-to videos. You're out there doing coaching people on what to say and not to say. You're out there coaching, you know, building a community, just like the community I told you. Once you get into the training, you're going to be part of a community. Well, then they teach us how to start developing our own community out of the people that buy from us, so that we can help them one-on-one and everything succeed, because we're starting to succeed and earn that income. And then we teach them what we're doing, and we teach them what not to do. Don't do this because that didn't work, you know, and it's constantly revolving, but you can do it. You just have to be willing, and you can pick and choose what kind of way you want to go, how you want to do it, what different income streams you want to try. But the sky is the limit on the internet on how much money you can make. So you're going to make more than going to the 9 to 5, where you know that you're making $20 an hour. So you're going to make $160 in that day before taxes. Well, that, you know, you're going to be going backwards instead of forwards, because it's going to cost you gas. You're going to have to then ask for time off when you needed to have time off, and you're back in that whole thing that you retired out of. So you don't want to do that. That's also why you're on the internet. And if you just join this live and you want to ask me a question, just jump on and say where you're from and ask me a question. I'm here for you. My name is Jenifer, and I'm going to be, like I said, 59 Friday, and I'm out here learning and earning. And that's the beauty of digital marketing, is that you can learn and earn at the same time and at your own pace from home. And all you need to get started is to invest in the training. But it's basically you're investing in yourself, okay, when you invest in that training. So you've got to invest in yourself. You need Wi-Fi access, and you need a smartphone. And that's all you need. Okay, that's all you need. I'm using my iPhone and everything to make content and to go live and everything and put content out there. Now, when I'm doing this one today, I've got my laptop because it's got a bigger screen and it's easier for me to see. But you don't have to have a laptop or a computer. You can just use your phone. And as long as you've got Wi-Fi access and a smartphone, you can get started. But if you have a computer, you've already got it. So you're not spending any more money than investing in yourself and in the training. And it's as simple as that. And then you're going to learn. And you don't have to be tech savvy. I mean, I didn't have a lot of tech skills. All I knew was Microsoft Office Suite and how to use the computer and type. And I'm learning how to do this. I'm making YouTube videos and putting them out there. I'm doing a live, and I had to learn how to do this, and I learned it through the training. So if I can do it at 58 years young and almost 59 on Friday, you can too. But you got to be willing to start, and you got to be willing to invest in yourself. And you've got to be consistent and put the content out there and make connections with people and be your honest, your truthful self. And that's what I am. I believe in Jesus. I wanted to get out there, and he told me to cast my net out in the internet world, and that's what I'm doing. And if you want to know more about the training that I'm doing, a proven method that truly works, because thousands of people are doing it, but remember, there's billions of people on the internet, so there's room for all of us. And if you want to know this proven method, where the founder of the program was just written, made the top 10 on MSN, she made the top 10 of entrepreneurs that are changing 2026 for people, because she's allowing us to sell her training for 100% profit. And so that right there tells you that it's a proven method, because thousands of people are doing it. The Better Business Bureau has backed it, that it's a proven way to make money through the internet, and that you can succeed by learning her training. And that's what I'm doing. I'm learning and earning. And if you want to know more about this proven method, and you're ready to get started and learn step by step how to put content out there in social media platforms to make extra money, just say yes in the comments, and I'll get you the free blueprint. It's completely free blueprint that will explain this training that I'm doing to be successful on the internet. And I will be successful. I'm learning right now, and I will eventually be successful. It's not a get rich quick scheme, so don't think it's that. You've got to work at it. But eventually it's going to pay off, and once you start making money, it'll keep growing, because once you put the content out there, they call it evergreen. That's another thing I learned. It's evergreen. So it's constantly out there working for you 24/7. So if you want to know the training I'm using to learn digital marketing and be successful on the internet, and all the different income streams you can use to earn extra money, say yes in the comments, and I'll get you a free blueprint. Again, I'm Jenifer, and if you're out there, thank you for coming, watching this live video. And next time, I hope you show up, you say something in the chat. I'd love to talk to you and answer any questions you have. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again. Bye.